calling the Bristol 2-meter net. Calling the Bristol 2-meter net. This is N4NT. My name is Adam, and I'll be the net control station for this session. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call. The Bristol 2-meter net meets each Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on the 146.67 repeater. This net is affiliated with the Amateur Radio Emergency Service, the National Traffic System, and the Bristol Amateur Radio Club. All amateurs are welcome to check into the net. Normally at this time we would ask for any announcements or bulletins for the net, or for any formal or informal traffic. However, tonight's net, we have lost a dear friend to the Bristol Amateur Radio Club and to the amateur radio community in general in this area. And we want to pay tribute to him tonight. Danny Herman, K4DHT, passed away on January the 13th, 2021 at Johnson Memorial Hospital in Abingdon, Virginia. And he was born on May the 10th, 1942 in California. And tonight we would like to ask those that knew Danny, whenever you make your comments tonight, to share any stories or memories that you would like to share about him. And if you didn't know Danny, just ask that you pass along any condolences to the family, and we still welcome any comments that anyone would like to make tonight during the net as well. Okay, if all stations monitoring would please stand by, as we will have a last call for Danny. All stations, please stand by. K4DHT. 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 On behalf of the Bristol Amateur Radio Club, we would like to extend our deepest sympathies to the family of Danny Herman. Danny has participated in many of our club activities and endeavors, and has been a tremendous help and a great friend to us. And we want to thank you for him being here and for all that he has done. And we certainly will keep you in our thoughts and prayers. Okay, this time we will begin taking check-ins for the net. We'll begin with any mobiles or portables. Any mobiles or portable stations, please call now.
At control, please check in KL1ZA, Jim Bristol. KL1ZA.
Okay, yeah, we got you on the list, Jim. Any other mobiles or portables? comments or anything you'd like to say about Danny, please go ahead.
Thank you, Adam. I never met Danny face-to-face. I talked to him a lot on either the 610 or the 29 repeaters. Haven't talked to I just checked my QRZ page. It's been about a month since we last communicated. I mean, it wasn't every day or anything like that, but it was every month or so. And he'd come back to me to let me know my radio was working. But to his family, if they're listening tonight, I'm very sorry for your loss. This is KL1ZA, Jim, Bristol, Tennessee.
Okay, Jim, thanks for checking in tonight. I appreciate the comment. Before I go into regular check-ins, I'm going to make a quick mention that we did lose another member of the amateur radio community here in the Bristol area, and over the last couple of days, WC4L, Alan Shepard, passed away, known to many of the club members, and we just want to acknowledge that tonight, and want to let everyone know that we will do the same tribute for him on both this net and the Fusion net next week. We will have a tribute for Alan, WC4L. All right, let's go ahead and open up the net now for any stations, any regular check-ins. Please call now.
WE4AWJ, Emmett and Bristol.
K4WMX, Ken and Quiet Lodi.
Okay, and that recognizes WE4AWJ, Emmett, and KD4WMX again. Any other stations? Got a carrier but no audio. Try again. Okay, let's go ahead and go back up for some comments, and the other station we'll open it up here again in a few minutes, and hopefully get the audio issues resolved there. Let's see, up next we have WE4AWJ. Good evening, Em.
Well, good evening, Nick. Sorry about that, Adam. I was thinking about something else at the same time. Good evening, everybody on the net, and our deepest sympathies to the family at this time. He did make a mark on the amateur community, upon the club, and everybody that he was around, and he certainly changed a lot of people's lives. And he's definitely going to be missed, and his call is going to be missed on the air. So we'll always remember him and miss him. We're missing too many lately. But he was a stalwart being, and we appreciate him being around. And that's it with me, so we'll just turn it back to net control. This is WE4AWJ.
Okay, Emmett, thank you for checking in and for those comments. Up next we have Ken in Quiet Lodi, Virginia, KD4WMX.
Well, good evening, Adam. I didn't have the pleasure of knowing him, but I know he was a tremendous help for other hams all through the area. And I just want to send my deepest sympathies to the family, and if they're listening or not, that's fine too. But other than that, I'll just say 73 to everybody and turn it back to net control. N4NT, this is KD4WMX clear.
Okay, Ken, thanks for checking in tonight, and hope to hear you over on the other net later. Appreciate the comments. All right, that brings us to the bottom of the current list. Are there any other stations that would like to check in? Please call now.
Control, please check in. November 4, X-ray Romeo Delta, Ralph and Chilhowie.
Okay, we picked up N4XRD, Ralph and Chilhowie, Virginia. Any other station?
Net Control, please check in. KD4CCO, Dallas, Bristol.
Okay, Dallas, KD4CCO, got you on the list. Any other station? All right, let's go back up for some comments, and we'll turn it over to N4XRD. Good evening, Ralph.
Well, good evening, Adam. N4NT on the net, N4XRD. Well, I was upstairs in the bathtub, and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm missing the start of the Bristol net. I jumped out, dried off, threw on my house clothes, and ran down here, and thank goodness you were still on the air there. Anyway, I just want to say howdy to everybody. Hope everything's going well and everybody's healthy, and looking forward to a nice warm weather here coming eventually. Kind of an ideal winter day up here today. It was warm enough in the afternoon that I broke down and washed a ton of mud off the pickup truck where I've been running the back mountain roads, and I'm sure that'll last about half a mile till I go down the road and hit the first puddle of whatever's on the road these days. N4XRD, back to N4NT.
Okay, Ralph, appreciate you checking in. Thanks for the comments there tonight. Appreciate you rushing away from what you were doing there to come and join us when you realized it there. Hopefully catch you on the Fusion net afterwards. Up next we have Dallas, KD4CCO.
Well, good evening, Adam and everybody on the net. That was needed through the carrier edge a while ago with no modulation, because I've been working with this 991 trying to set up a voice. Well, we're using Zoom like we've been doing for our monthly nets or monthly meetings. What I've been trying to do is take the audio from Zoom and feed it into the 443 repeater and vice versa. So I had it set up to access it from the rear of the radio, the jack on the rear of the radio, and I forgot to switch it back, so that's pretty well my fault for sure. My condolences to the family of the ham that passed away. It's a sad thing for sure, and that's about all I got to say. I didn't know the gentleman very well. I heard him on the radio on numerous occasions, but I don't think I ever talked to him. I always usually have my radio on scan, and if he's talking, I picked him up, so that's how it is. Back to net control. This is KD4CCO.
Okay, Dallas, thanks for checking in. Appreciate the comments. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that you have checked into this net at some time. Since we started doing the future reports, and then went back through some of those and fusion nets. Pretty sure you checked into both of those at some point. I saved those logs when I did that Okay, hearing none, just want to close out the net tonight. Again, we holding this net and the fusion net here at 9:30 in honor of Danny Herman, K4DHT, passed away on January 13th this year. We do maintain a net logger session for each net, and anytime we do a last call tribute, we always put the silent key as the #1 check-in for the spot for the net controller. Put him as the #1, and in the remarks we put his silent key. So if anyone would like to see the obituary or anything, I did put that in the comment box on the net logger, and it's also on the Facebook page for the Bristol Amateur Radio Club. Danny's made many contributions to the Bristol Amateur Radio Club and amateur radio in general for this area. Not just monetary contributions, but his time and friendship. And we certainly will miss him. Just to name one, didn't really name them all, but this very repeater that we are talking on tonight, Danny, through his company, Danny Herman Trucking, made a contribution in order to make this the purchase of this repeater possible. So we thank you, and let me reset. Okay, counting everyone we listed, we had 8 check-ins tonight. Thanks to each one of you for taking the time to check into the net. This is N4NT, closing the Bristol 2-meter net at 9:18 p.m. Eastern Time and returning the W4UD repeater back to normal amateur use.